What's up, my hungry people, and welcome back to Off the Box. Today, we're talking Hidden Valley Ranch, pork chops. Oh, and Uncle Matthew, we talking potatoes too, buddy. I didn't forget you. Let's go. I'm Matt Robbins, Lone Star Emmy-winning photographer turned full-time dad. With no experience in the kitchen, I knew I had to turn to Off the Box. All right, here we go. I was so excited the other day at the store. I was going through the aisles and I saw this little packet of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. I flipped it over and I saw Original Ranch pork chop. And I was like, man, I gotta try that. In my household, we eat ranch on everything, man. That's the only way I can get my kids to eat anything. I got one son, he'll eat ranch on his potatoes, broccoli, pizza, you name it, he's putting ranch on it, putting it in his mouth and enjoying it. So when I saw this, I knew we had to do it. All right, first things first, we're gonna mix our ingredients in this little bowl here. Just open that packet of Hidden Valley goodness, dump it in. It says add a little bit of salt. I kind of like a lot of salt. A dash of paprika and a little bit of fresh black pepper. Now all we're gonna do is just kind of mix these together so you're not getting one big old bite of paprika. Looks about good. Okay, now the recipe calls for just 6 pork chops. We're gonna lay them down in this cooking pan and then we're going to cover them up with some flavor. Now I said we're gonna coat these front and back. We'll pat it in a little bit. Gonna flip it over and do the back. Look at that. Just snow and greatness on these pork chops. Boom, just like that. Pork chops coated in goodness. Okay, the directions said you can leave them on this pan or you can get like another rack and set the pork chops on top of the rack, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I can get some of those beautiful grill marks from this rack, even though I didn't even put it on the grill. And boom, just like that, pork chops are ready to go in the oven. The oven is preheated at 450 degrees. The directions say cook them for 20 minutes, flip them over halfway. We'll see what we got. All right, while the pork chops are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up these potatoes. Now this recipe was not on the back of this box. I had to go to Hidden Valley's website to find this recipe, but I knew my Uncle Matthew said, hey, can we get a potato recipe in there? Yes, we can, and it's very easy. Let's do it. We're gonna cut these into bite-sized pieces and then put them in this bowl. Okay, potatoes are chopped. Now it says to put them in boiling water and cook for roughly around 10 minutes. Not until it's fork tender, but right before that. Okay, while the potatoes are going, we're gonna go ahead and chop up this onion. The recipe said find some pearl onions. I couldn't find any pearl onions and I didn't have time to look. But the recipe said you could substitute it for some sweet onion, and that's what we're gonna do here. It says roughly chop about a cup. I don't know, I feel like that's pretty rough. I feel like that's pretty good. Go ahead and set that aside. Okay, so the directions said pull the potatoes out, let them cool. That's what we've done. We put them in this bucket along with the onions, and now they're gonna go into this cast iron skillet. I put a little olive oil in there to get it going, and we're just gonna dump them in here. And then now we're just gonna add our Hidden Valley seasoning. Gonna stir it up a little bit, make sure it gets all distributed evenly. And then after we get it all mixed up, it says leave it there and wait for the bottom to get all browned up. And then once it does that, then you flip it again and let the other side kind of get browned up. I'll tell you what, man, this smells like the bomb. All right, cool, I'm gonna let that sit, kind of brown up a little bit, and we'll stir it up again in a second. All right, guys, these potatoes are looking great. I'm gonna throw a little bit of salt and pepper on them, just because I like salt and pepper. It didn't call for it, but this is who I am. That's what I do. And these are about done, man. These look fantastic. I'm gonna give them a quick stir and see what we got. All right, so the pork chop is done. The potatoes are done. Hidden Valley. Let's see what you got, baby. It looks great. It smells good. Come on, Hidden Valley. Let's see what you taste like, man. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, Hidden Valley. Oh man. I waited 42 years for a pork chop like that. Hidden Valley, where have you been, baby? That slap your mom good, man. If you haven't had one of these, you're missing out. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. As much as our whole household loves ranch, now I'm real pumped up about these potatoes because that pork chop was good. I'll make sure I get some of this onion I searched so hard for in here. Oh my God. If my hair wasn't so messed up, I would tip my hat to you, Hidden Valley. Guys, very easy. Prep time for the pork chop, literally 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Pouring some stuff, mixing it, put it in the pork chop, put it in the oven. Good. Potatoes, chop them up, boil them for 10 minutes, pull them out, chop up some onions in the cast iron skillet for another 10 minutes. I might have some happy campers tonight, man. Stay-at-home dads. I shouldn't say stay-at-home dads. Stay-at-home parents that have to feed your children. Stay alive. This is good. Let's make it happen. Till the next time. Bye.